We were supervising a budget of around 245 million. There was a scandal. Imagine having to supervise a budget of...
People were so...
because for the World Cup, we are looking at maybe something between 12 and 20 billion.
Not necessarily.
Dollars.
But it is going to be expensive. So yesterday on Sports Now, we were breaking down how much countries have spent in the past on World Cups.
Okay.
South Africa did it for 3 billion. Then Brazil more than quadrupled it to 15 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Then Russia showed you could actually do it with less because they had existing facilities, $14.2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Then Qatar sort of blew everyone else out of the water with $220 billion US.
And I said 12 to 25. You said not necessarily?
From each country. It doesn't necessarily need to come from each of the three of us. Yeah. So you perhaps could do $5 billion each from each of the three countries put together, and $15 billion US could.
Why 50? What do you have already that you think only 15 billion can do it?
So that's why I was saying that for a country like that, for Russia, theirs was less because they had existing facilities.
Which
so in the
have.
Context of countries who have it, that could work.
We don't belong there.
We don't,
yes.
Which is true. Now, the monies that we're seeing, so even if you do maybe 25 to 30 billion US dollars, the things that the money would go into is the reason a lot of people don't believe it is feasible.
Okay.
The first part of it is the stadium infrastructure.
Yes.
In fact, the football infrastructure, because it goes beyond just the stadium.
Yes.
In its current format, you would need a minimum of 10 stadiums that can take 40,000
at least.
More. Yeah. 10 of the stadiums that will host it need to have at least 40,000 seaters or more. Then for the purposes of the semi-final, 2 of them need to be 60K or more. So, and yesterday on the show, someone said, well, there is already MK Abiola in Nigeria and then Alassane Ouattara. Fair enough. But none of the 3 countries has a facility that qualifies to host a World Cup final, which is the 80K. So that is something that has to be built from scratch. And
expanded.
Of the 10 others that I mentioned, you would need about 16 new stadiums so maybe 5 or 6 each from each of those countries to make it up. But it has to be in place.
Cote d'Ivoire can provide 2 World Cup standard stadiums at the moment. Ghana can provide 0. Nigeria 0.
So the new one, the commission.
Alassane Ouattara one.
No, Nigeria.
When?
2022.
It's not new enough.
No, is it Uyo or something?
The Uyo one.
Yeah,
it's
not like
enough.
some 40,000.
Forget capacity. It's just not. It's not modern enough.
Then, because there are 48 teams, if you want to be strict, you need to provide 2 training pitches for each country.
Multiply by 2. That is 96 training pitches.
But if you want to say that Omuhi and Mabo, let's do 1 each, that is still 48 training facilities for each of the countries. Because for the World Cup, they don't ration training schedules. They don't say, let this team train after that.
Hold on. Sitso says what?
The show, if you let me do the show because I'm in the studio, let me find out the
blame the guy sitting behind the course.
What's the problem? You want to say something about the World Cup we are hosting?
We are talking about 2038. 2038. Is that the date? Is that the year?
Yes, that's the year.
People are like, what Ghana can do, what Ghana can. When at the time South Africa won the bid to host the World Cup, they didn't have anything. At the time Qatar won the bid to host the World Cup, they didn't have anything. The only thing they had was money. So what I do say, we are talking about 2038. If Ghana, Nigeria, and Cote d'Ivoire are awarded a World Cup right by 2026, and in 2038 they are hosting the World Cup, they are capable. At the time Morocco won their bid, Morocco didn't have the infrastructure they are going to use. At the time Brazil won the bid, the Maracana wasn't ready to host the World Cup. It was just there. At the time Russia won their bid, they didn't have the infrastructure they have now. They had to revamp. So what are you talking about?
So existing infrastructure is no deterrent to capacity to host World Cup.
Thank you very much. We will still continue with the thing.
It is, Papa. Now, what proposal are you sending there?
The World Cup bid.
Look at your.
The proposal is hope.
Look at the state of your transport.
Wait.
Who is going to give you the rights to?
No. The proposal is not what you have. The proposal is what you can deliver by the time. So when Qatar were going to host the World Cup, they didn't have their underground subway ready. It wasn't available.
No, but you see, if we had to go by that logic, then given time, any country at all can host it.
Let me make a point. Qatar proposed what they could do. South Africa proposed what they could do. You get the point. So it is not that because we don't have a stadium fit enough. Listen, by 2038, the stadiums that are fit to host the World Cup final, the conditions of those stadiums by 2038 would have changed because the game would have even evolved. So in fact, the stadiums that were able to host the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, by 2038, they won't be fit for purpose. The ones that are hosting World Cup in 2018 in Russia, by 2038, they won't be fit for purpose. Why? The demand of the game by that time and the licensing of stadium by that time would have been different. So when you are bidding for the World Cup, it is not what you have now. It is what you are promising to deliver. So I'm saying that Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, if they put their minds to it that they want to host 2038 World Cup, they are more than capable.
Okay, fair enough. Your point is made. I have a question for you. Just answer it briefly for me. What is these three countries' track record? Oh, Sitso, hold on. What's happening? Yeah. Okay, good. So you said the bid is based on what you say you can deliver by the time the World Cup comes around. Correct?
Yes.
Good. What is your track record? These three countries, what's their track record when it comes to delivering on promises?
What Ghana delivered on the promise of 2008 AFCON. Cote d'Ivoire just delivered their promise on the AFCON. We've never had a chance to host the World Cup. What was Nigeria's track record? What was South Africa's track record of hosting the World Cup at the time they won the bid?
Not World Cup. We are not talking about World Cup. The track record of delivering on any promise at all. You said it's your track record. You said it's based on your on what you say you can deliver, right?
Yes. It's based on
so I'm saying exactly. So I'm saying that as a people, I'm asking you to reflect. What is our track record when it comes to delivering on promises to give you the confidence that
we delivered 208 AFCON.
Okay.
We delivered African Games. We can talk about if the money was more or less, but to the outside world, we delivered it. Cote d'Ivoire delivered one of the best AFCONs we've seen. So I'm saying that when you bid for the tournament, you can't sit in 2025. What is today's date? 21st November 2025, and be telling the world that in 2038, Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire can host the World Cup. How do you tell them?
So as far as you are concerned, we should go for it.
As for Ghana, I can speak for Ghana.
Speak for Ghana.
In 2008,
yes,
when we were projecting into 2026,
yes,
do we think that the Accra Sports Stadium will be worse than it was in 2008? It's only Ghana that gas like this. We don't do like this.
We don't go up, we go down.
Yeah. The significant components in the entire bidding process for those countries that Sitso mentioned was their capacity to make the things they said they were going to do.
That's what I mean by track record.
There needs to be a base. You don't just, just give it to anybody.
The money IMF is giving you. You are going around begging. If IMF hear that you are going to bid for the World Cup, they will get angry and then they will. You are running around begging IMF and people for money.
Okay, guys. Wait. Let's get back home. Let's get back.
If I hear that we have gone to
for the record,
all the people.
For the record,
I will let all the
Sitso, hold on for me, Sitso.
Okay,
you have taken people's loans. You cannot pay. Your president said there won't be haircuts. They did the haircuts because you can't pay them. But you are going to commit yourself for a multi-billion-dollar tournament.
Why? They can't. We shouldn't eat.
Oh yes, serious.
Yeah, Sitso, don't mind.